Good evening, friends. I welcome everyone to this weekly meeting. Request everyone to stay silent. Let's have a silent invocation for 10 seconds. I welcome everyone to this weekly meeting. அன்புற்று அமர்ந்து வழக்கென்ப வையகத்து இன்புற்றார் எய்தும் சிறப்பு. உலகத்தில் இன்பம் முற்று வாழ்கின்றவர் அடையும் சிறப்பு அன்பு உடையவராகி பொருந்தி வாழும் வாழ்க்கையின் பயன் என்று கூறுவர். Good evening, friends. This is the first weekly meeting of the 26th year of Rotary Club of Guindy. Different though it may be, we will do it the Rotary way. I request the President caller himself and call the meeting to order.
With the permission of members, I am calling myself. Thank you.
Thank you, President Sharath. Every meeting of RCG starts with the four-way test. Just to remind ourselves the way we have to live and work as a Rotarian. I call upon Rotarian Sitani to read out the four-way test. Sitani ji.
Namaste, President Sarvesh, Secretary Bala, Speaker of the day, Sri Sarvesh ji, my fellow Rotarian, dear friends and allies. How all of us follow our respective body books. All Rotarians abide to the four-way test in addition to the holy book in our day-to-day life. Of the things we think, say or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill or bitter friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much. A good thought sets a tone for a positive day ahead. I request Rotarian Anuradha to share the thought for the day to begin the meeting on a positive note. Anuradha?
Good evening all. Thought for the day. Yoga does not transform the way we see things. It transforms the person who sees. Thank you.
Thank you, Anuradha. Thank you all for taking your time out to join us today. You all sure need a rousing welcome. I request President Sharath to welcome the members for the first weekly meeting of this Rotary year.
Good evening, my dear friends, and the friends from Alostar, Mauritius, and other clubs and the invitees. Thank you for attending our first weekly speaker meet. On the outset, I would like to wish and thank all the members for a wonderful installation. I thank once again Installation Chair Radha, Club Service Director Krithika, Installation Team Satya, Naresh, Bala, Rafiq, Sridharan, and Club Trainer KK. Special thanks to Naresh for coordinating from A to Z for the installation, Rafiq for the superb Hollywood style HD quality presentation. And for the benefit of all the members present here, our installation is still the talk of the town. It's already 15 days now, it's still the talk of the town. 10 days now, it's still talk of the town. And thank you, Club Advisor, Venuji, for all your support. And a special thanks to Annette for coming in huge numbers. And to the calling committee headed by Anuradha for inviting everyone. This year is a big challenge to us. We all know that, so I need not keep telling it again and again. But in our club, we have started a new format, a lot of new formats every day. When we open our WhatsApp early in the morning, you get the beautiful personalized birthday wishes and wedding anniversaries from Bala. Thank you, Bala, for that. And immediately once people are wishing members for those birthdays and anniversary, you have the wonderful knowledge session shared by Suresh Franklin. Thank you, Suresh, for that. And every Monday and Thursday, you have a wonderful Know Your Member, which is presented by Nandu. Thank you, Nandu, for that. And special mention to past President Sridhar V for his most popular Indru Uru Kelvi. The question for today is again coming back into our RCG official WhatsApp group. Thank you, Past President Sridhar, for passionately doing that. Thank you. And for the first time, we have decided to also post the minutes of the board meeting into our RCG official group. Earlier, it used to be only circulated only among the board members. We believe that transparency brings in more trust. So we thought that every member of our club should know what is happening in the board meetings. So this is an attempt. Corrections and omissions are bound to happen. We are still learning. It's only 15 days. Please guide us. If there is anything, please let me know. I will do all the corrections. Now I would like to go into the Avenue Director's presentation. Bala, I just moved to the next.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So when we do that, just spotlight on the Avenue Directors, because a lot of Avenue Directors aren't here. So I just thought I would just go ahead and read that, and probably when they're more prepared and we have more activities, they can start presenting that. On club service front, spotlight on Krithika. We had a first fireside meet on 12th July. It was hosted by Dr. Vishnu and Rotarian Malli. It was an amazing event. We had close to 50 participants. It was fun-filled evening. Thank you, Krithika, for that. And we have our first weekly speaker meet. Here, Sarvesh, Shashi, a yoga guru in different perspective. Let us see how he enlightens us with all his new techniques. And the club service director has also released the calendar for the entire month of July. And the coming Sunday, we had planned in the board meeting that we are going to have a members corner knowledge session, where the inner strength of our club members, the Rotarians, the AN and the ANETs, they will come forward and they are going to have a session. It's going to be a very informal session. So we are going to bring in their highlights, their thoughts, their vision, and we are going to deliberate on that. And we are also going to have an exciting exercise session. So it can be called Fitness Fellowship every Sunday. And everybody is waiting for 1st August because Naresh Kumar has organized a cycling event. Even before that, we'll have the sessions on the Zoom. Now coming to vocational service, Satyanarayan.
Excuse me, Sharath, we have one more ANETS installation club board installation on Saturday.
Yeah, please announce it.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, friends. We have one more important event on this Saturday, which is at 11:30 to 12 in the morning. That is the ANETS club board introduction. We also Kalishwar got installed during the installation of our president. So he's going to install his board of members for the ANETS club on Saturday. So I would request all our members to kindly participate, join the meeting and encourage our kids to do. And that's all. Rest is done. Thank you.
Yeah, for the members' information, ANETS club installation is going to be bigger than the Rotary Club of Guindy installation. So that is what is being planned. Let's welcome. Kids are smart. Yeah. On spotlight on Satya for vocational. So the CTS outreach program is in the final process. Train the trainers. We have tied up with CTS and. Satya, you would like to add?
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah. So apart from all the other things which we will initiate post the lockdown and post we can do physical meeting, this is our first initiative which we had spelled out in the earlier assembly and meetings. So this is in tie-up with CTS. CTS has this program done to school students earlier. Post lockdown, they've started focusing on teachers. So we are tying with them in terms of identifying teachers and training them on a 12-hour, 12-day. It's 1 hour per day session covering literacy on digital, computers, and English. These are 3 areas they're going to cover. So basically, CTS was doing under their banner. So we have made them exclusively do it for Rotary Club of Guindy. So this will be done for us. So which is in the final stages of discussion, which is going to start very soon. The other thing is, as Sharath, the president, was saying, it's on the members' corner, which we will leverage on the internal talent that we have within our members, ANs and ANETs, who will share their knowledge, and it will be beneficial to all the members. Thanks, Sharath.
Thank you, Satya. And just to add to Satya, train the trainers, we are targeting at least 1,000 teachers. So I think 1,000 teachers training is a good feat. I think even in real, we couldn't have done this. Thanks to Zoom, thanks to the lockdown for that. And under awards, Satya and Chairman Radha will be awarding one awardee per month. So they will come out with their ideas and proposals very soon. Yeah, now we move to community service development. Shrikant, spotlight Shrikant. Yeah, hi Shrikant, hi Uttara. Yeah, so
please unmute yourself, Shrikant.
Yeah, Shrikant, you want to convey it or you want me to convey it?
You can go ahead. I think Sharath.
Yeah, so Shrikant and Venuji and myself would be visiting Alathur village very soon after the lockdown, and we will study the needs of the village and we'll upgrade the facilities of the village, starting with toilets, tree plantation, waste segregation, street lights, and we will also look into how to restore the pond at Alathur. So Alathur is going to be our focus area, and we are going to do our best to do the best to the village so that the upgradation can be visible in years to come. Yeah, and the lake restoration project by Sitrapakam project is also underway. Once the global grant is approved, we will also let you know about that. Thank you, Shrikant.
Sorry, sir. It's Chitalapakam.
Right. Thank you. Do we have Sridharan here, Youth Service Director?
No, we don't have him.
Okay. So the update from Youth Services, very simple. Once the schools and colleges reopens, installations will happen and all other functions and activities will happen. So that is from the Youth Service. And in fact, the Youth Service is also connected with vocational. So it is, the teachers and everything is happening with the collaboration of both youth and vocational. And membership spotlight on Vijay.
Vijay's video is off. Vijay, please switch on your video.
Yeah, Vijay, So Vijay has proposed as of now close to 7 members. So the 7 members biodata will be circulated to the board. Once it's circulated, the board members approve it. Then we will follow the process. We'll ask them to come for 3 virtual meetings. And if possible, we will go and visit to their home. Of course, even Sanchita can go along with Vijay when they want to visit their homes. So with that, I think our club strength will be increased once we have more members. Thank you, Vijay. Thank you, Sanchita. And can we move on to the Rotary Foundation Rotarian Anatha session? Yeah, session has a big list to say. And even before the global grants are approved from RI, we need to collect $20,000, and he has already collected around $12,500 from our members in the board meeting itself. So with the board members of around 27, he has collected $12,500 with a club strength of 95. I don't know how much he'll be able to collect. I think you can multiply. And Anand, you have the Rotarians from Mauritius, Allostar. You can thank them because they are also partners of our
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Spotlight Shashi, Petong. Thank you, Shashi.
Thank you very much for your first day contribution, ma'am.
Yeah, is Petong there?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Petong. Thank you for your first day contribution from your club. Thank you very much. Most appreciated.
Hello. Yeah, good wishes to all of you. Namaste.
And I would like to mention that these 2 global grants have been planned for the last 45 days, and we try to submit the global grants by 30th June. As you are already aware, I had mentioned in the installation, the club matching would end on 30th June. So we had to rush, and I really have to thank the club advisor Venuji, club trainer KK, for being a pillar of strength for both the global grants. So these 2 global grants are just the starting, and we have more in the pipeline. Trainer KK, would you like to add anything on the global grant?
No, Sharath. I mean, I will really take the opportunity to thank Allostar for their contribution and Mauritius. And of course, I take this opportunity to thank my supporter from our club supporter from Australia, 9685, for their DDF as well as a club contribution. So, I mean, especially Rotarian Haran from Australia, he supported us in big way. thank you very much for their wonderful support. Hopefully, we'll get a positive news in 4 to 5 weeks from our Rotary International. After probably we can start implementing the project. So as of now, things are in great shape. Thank you, President.
Thank you, KK. And also wish to record and thank you our DG for allotting a good sum of DDF around $12,000 from his DDF account for these two projects. Friends, I would just like to mention one small line and I'll move to the next avenue. Okay, so our club contribution for these two projects is $20,000. Okay, and each mission survives for an age of 7 years. For these two machines, 12 machines, the savings the patients would have is close to 14 crores. Please get me right. I'm not saying 14 lakhs, it is 14 crores. And the amount we are investing is around 14 lakhs. So the benefit of 14 lakhs to 14 crores is 100 times. So with our contribution of 14 lakhs, we are doing a 14 crore project, which is going to benefit. So I request members to come forward and help Anantha Session achieve his target. Thank you. We can move to the community health service.
Yes.
Dr. Vishnu Srinivas, is he there? Thank you, Session.
Thank you.
Vishnu?
Vishnu.
Okay, I think Vishnu is in a different meet. So on behalf of an update, Vishnu has planned to invite eminent doctors, because he being a doctor, he is going to invite a lot of eminent doctors from the United States in New York, in the hotspot in New York, who are working in the COVID hospitals in one of the speaker meets. And his dream is to have a permanent project for our club to set up a permanent diagnostic center for Rotary Club of Guindy. Godspeed. If everything moves well, let us see it happening in reality in a few months to come. Thank you, Vishnu, for that. And International Avenue, we have a Rotarian, Naresh Advani. He can put the spotlight on himself. Yeah, Naresh.
Good evening, friends. Yes, not much on from the international front at this time, but like I told you, the focus will be to strengthen our ties with our sister clubs. And the welcome presence of Shashi and Pintong over here today is very encouraging. Thank you, friends, for coming down. And I'm sure we'll try maximum to have better ties with your clubs and other sister clubs also. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's it now, President.
Thank you, Naresh. Once the lockdown is over, everybody is going to be behind you. Just be aware of that. Yeah, and we have our PR Public Relations Chairman, Rotarian Rafiq. Spotlight on him. Yeah, hi Rafiq. You would like to say a few words?
Good evening. Hope everybody saw the opening video of our RCG today. It's a starting, so more to come on coming weeks. And we are working parallelly for our international PR kind of things. According to that, the announcement will be soon on coming weeks. Thank you, Sharath.
Yeah, Rafiq. And thank you, Rafiq, again, for all your wonderful videos. And we have, do we have Vishy here? Can he just talk about the trust? Vishy is there?
No, Vishy is not coming.
Yeah.
I think waiting, so he'll be late.
Yeah. So from the trust point of view, I can just say that we have already collected 3.25 lakh rupees under Joy of Giving, and more to come. And for Project ELO, which is proposed by past President Satish, convalescent plasma therapy, around close to 90,000 has been also collected. So project treasurer of projects BRS is following on that. So, and there's also an FD for 4 lakhs which has been deposited from the trust account. So that is it. And now we can have Madan, treasurer. You can update us on the subscription part.
Good evening, members. It was an excellent week. Collections are really encouraging. about 29 to 30 members have paid their subscription so far, and rest of the members have pledged to pay it in a week to 2 weeks time. So thank you. That is the update as far as membership subscription is concerned.
Yeah, Madan, you can request members to immediately do it online.
Yeah, please pay it at the earliest possible time. Maybe today, tomorrow. I would love to welcome.
You're very decent, dignified, decent.
Yeah.
Guys,
Thanks,
we have a very nice, soft-spoken treasurer.
Yeah, thanks, President.
Yeah, thank you, guys. So that is the avenue information as of now. Did I leave anybody? Medaji, you would like to say anything about literacy, but just in 1 minute.
Yes.
Medaji, unmute, please.
Unmute pannunga, Mitaji. Please unmute yourself. Mitaji, unmute yourself, Mitaji.
Hi, everyone. The schools are all closed. The boys are having a good time at home. So they are learning by themselves from their parents, or they are teaching their parents. Let's see after the lockdown is over, we'll start off. Yes, of course.
Thank you, Medaji. Thank you, Seemaji, for the wonderful work, fireside which we had. Thank you, Medaji and Shabir, the chairman and the co-chairman. Wonderful. Now we are looking forward for the coming Sunday, fireside. I think you're going to just announce the host in a day or two. Thank you.
Sure. We will do that. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I've done with the menu information, and we are introducing. Yeah, Bala, I'll just continue.
Yes.
Yeah, we are introducing a new slot. Bala, just go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, President.
Bala, this is Srikanth.
Yeah, Srikanth, spotlight on Srikanth.
Yeah, I see. I just got a message. Sarvesh has a hard stop rate. Probably, I've just asked him to extend by another 10-15 minutes. But is it possible that we can have his session and then have anything else after that one?
After this, I think we have to come to the session.
Srikanth, I know 5 minutes are okay, Srikanth. Then we will go to introduction of speaker.
Okay.
What, Sharath?
Yeah. Yeah, Srikanth, call him, please.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Yeah, Bala, just introduce the new avenue.
Yes, thank you, President Sharath. Nostalgia, who doesn't like this and the joy it brings? We have here a new segment on the flashback memories. I would like to President Sharath to update on this.
Yes, my dear friends, wonderful flashback memories, wonderful old memories are always a thing to rejoice. So RCG is a 26-year-old club. It has a rich legacy of 25 years old. So we thought, why shouldn't the past presidents talk about their good times, their best moment, their best project, and how they felt when they were the president. So to start with, we have VK Vinod Kumar Midaji or Pitaji as he called, and I would request all members to mute themselves so that Vinod Kumar Midaji is very loud and clear. Midaji, you have 5 minutes. Your time starts now.
Thank you, Sharath. It's a good choice that you have taken everybody to the old memories. And at present, yes, I am the first president considered because Ramanujan is not present here. He was the first president. So I take over. Let me start the old days. Yes. 26 years ago, Rotary Club of Guindy was born through the parent club, Rotary Club of Uptown, with Ramanujan and myself from this club, and P. Walker, the then district governor, as our guide. In a small room in November 1994, some 18 new friends sipped tea to form RCG, which received its charter on January 5th, 1995. Since the room was Ramanujan's office in Guindy, making him the president was the fair choice, although he did not sponsor the tea. Hosts were designated, but everyone was a president, taking part in every activity. The thrust was on club service, as we had to know and understand each other. The first Rotary year, 1.5 years, 95 to 96. Rotary Center in Air India building on Pantheon Road was our regular meeting place every Friday. And after every meeting, fellowship was the one which nobody wanted to miss. So The whole gang was off to Ambassador Palwa or Connemara. Every project became a family event. Our first board meeting was in Woodlands Drive-In, attended by all the members. Subsequently, Woodlands Drive-In became the venue for many official and unofficial meetings. The unanimous decision was to have very few projects, but the condition was to have it as a continuous running project. Numbers was not the game. Dedication and involvement was the key. Hoina, home of the Indian nation, situated in Tirunelveli Road, a residential hostel for girls who were abandoned by their parents, was run by Mrs. Darlene. This hostel was supported by RCG by a commitment of 3 bags of rice every month, bunker beds for all children, modern kitchen with all utensils, an auto and a van with maintenance was provided. This became a signature project, which never ended. Diwali and Pongal celebration was a regular feature attended by the entire RCG family. The attachment was such that many members celebrated their children's birthday there. In turn, the Hoina children always put up a show for RCG with enthusiasm. All the Avenue Directors projects were revolved around Hoina. Family participation was the focus, as we had to know each other quickly. A regular monthly bulletin was posted to every member's house so that the whole family could enjoy it. My view was an overnight trip always binds everyone together, as you are never in a hurry to go back home, especially after a few drinks which were sponsored. With Lord Balaji to bless us, an overnight trip to Tirupati every year was always what everyone looked forward to. It was a collective participation with all members voluntarily wanting to do something. I remember a member bringing buttermilk for everyone in the bus to Tirupati. Someone brought sandwiches, idli, coffees, mixture, etc., etc. Oh my God. The back seat was bustling with activity as fresh salad was being cut by a bunch of young chefs. I also recall an overnight family participation in 1997 at MGM. Rooms were allotted to every family except the secretary. His room was to be offered as a surprise, as it was his wedding anniversary. He was literally pushed in with fanfare after a cake cutting, announcing he may reenact his first night. Every occasion was a fun. I have a strong gut feeling any project or function can be a success if the fun element is there. I have keenly observed every Rotarian wants to be a part of something. It's our function. We are not invited guests. We all want to be a part of it. My most memorable event was a celebrity night in Connemara, rubbing shoulders with S.V. Shekhar, actress Simran, and many beautiful faces, of course, for a fashion show. Top models. Times change, totally according to circumstances, ideas, fresh energy, and enthusiasm is constantly required to keep the club going. Over the years, RCG has great talent. Shall I continue? Okay. Over the years, RCG has infused this required talent. You young guys are very energetic, bubbling with ideas, ready to take up challenges and contribute to every project in whatever way possible. RCG is now talk of the town. As a president, I learned how to have fun collectively and value others' propositions. I have forgotten the sentence when I was the president, but I only remember we did have fun. My last comment, let's not raise our collars. They look better when turned down. Yes, time does fly. Thanks. Over to you.
Midaji, that was a very, very wonderful flashback memories. Thank you for that. Now, guys, we have a small change in the program. The speaker has international meet at 8. So we have just 15 minutes. So I would request Srikanth to introduce him verbally and we will straight away start the speaker session. Then after that, I will play the AV. Yeah, Srikanth and Sarvesh. Srikanth.
All right. All right. Thanks, Sharath. Sorry, Sarvesh, the meeting got a little bit longer, but we'll just try to finish it off sooner. I'm very excited to introduce Mr. Sarvesh, our first speaker meeting of this year. I've known his father for the last couple of decades, and it makes me quite happy to see Mr. Sarvesh wonderful growth during this period. Mr. Sarvesh is the CEO and co-founder of Sarva, which he started in 2013 along with his Guruji when he was just 21 years old. As per the recent info survey, spread across more than 90 studios in around 40 cities, including London. Some key investors of Sarva include Jennifer Lopez, Alex Rodriguez, Malaika Arora, Aishwarya Rajnikant, Shahid Kapoor, the list goes on. Also, Mr. Sarvesh was vice captain of Tamil Nadu junior cricket team, and he also traveled with Kochi Tuskers and Rajasthan Royals for 3 years as a net bowler. Though cricket was his first love, realizing yoga was more than just an hour's practice and it's the way of life, he started the Sarva journey. I'm sure he'll talk about this journey today. Mr. Sarvesh has been a speaker at TEDx, INK Inc., UN's Youth Change Makeover Conclave. He has been in several media outlets. He was named the India's youngest CEO in the health and wellness sector by Bloomberg. And he was also named by Better Homes and Gardens as one of the top 10 people in India to watch out for. Without further ado, I'm inviting Mr. Sarvesh for his speech. Mr. Sarvesh, the floor is all yours.
Thanks. Thank you, Srikanth. Firstly, thank you, everybody.
Welcome, Sarvesh. Welcome, Sarvesh. I just have one announcement to make. Sure. Let's everybody mute. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Sarvesh.
Thank you so much, everybody. Totally appreciate all your time. Thank you, Mr. Srikanth. I'm glad Dad has told me about him knowing you for a very, very long time now. And I'm also fortunate to have kind of be in this forum along with all of y'all. Yes, a little bit of a hard stop in terms of time, but that's fine. I'll probably, hopefully cover whatever I can. Firstly, when Mr. Srikanth called me and said, tell them about your story, what did you do, etc., etc. I think, Srikanth, you've been very kind in your introduction. So I think I'll probably touch upon two things today, right? And before touching upon that, I'm just trying to see everybody because I'm seeing myself on the screen. When I typically do talks, I kind of see everybody. So apologies, I may cancel the spotlight and I'm trying to see everybody. So I have a better view of everybody right now. Thank you. I would request all of y'all to close your right nostril with your right index finger, and inhale and exhale deeply with your left. And then close your left nostril with your left index finger and inhale and exhale deeply with your right. There is no chance, and I'll be surprised to hear if there was anybody, where both the nostrils are inhaling and exhaling in the same way. One nostril is typically easier than the other. Even the slightest of difference, if you're completely aware, you will see that there is a difference. So how many of y'all, I know all of y'all are on mute. I think raising hands is Zoom's kind of thing. How many of y'all have done yoga before and are continuing as on date?
We have close
Somebody's raising both hands. I think Mr. Ramesh is raising both hands. Well done, Ramesh. Great. So I'll just give you a quick brief about my life firstly. I describe my life into two parts. One is a life before 17 and the other is a life after 17. Before 17, I describe my life with the 3 A's, which is arrogance, attitude, and anger. I was fortunate enough to have born in a well-off family. Mr. Srikanth knows my dad. Dad runs about 17 different companies and we do an annual revenue of close to about $200 million. Pre-COVID, post-COVID, I don't know how that's going to look like, but pre-COVID. And as a 6-year-old child, the only aim that I had in life was to play cricket for India and win the World Cup. So at the age of 6, my parents thought that putting me into a yoga class would help me balance and focus better. And that's how I got into the yoga journey. And I started doing yoga for a really long time. When I was 17, my dad took up this yoga class from a teacher who came from Haridwar, who had long hair, long beard. I thought he's another godman asking me to fall at his feet and he'll show me a halo of light around my head. Because I was very intrigued as a child about opening my third eye. Because I thought if I opened my third eye, I'll play for India faster by doing some magic. But unfortunately, that was not the case. So when I spoke to my teacher about helping me open my third eye, he said, Sarvesh, if you ever think I can enlighten you, you are a fool and I'm a bigger fool. So I was like, wow, okay, now what do I do? I said, great, this guy's being really honest. I really like him. I went to my dad and I said, Dad, I really like the guy. Can I continue the class? And he said, of course you can continue. It's a great thing. That's how my journey into yoga started. So typically what in India people think yoga is, there's a lot of misconceptions about yoga. Yoga is only for above 40, yoga is only for women. I can't lose weight through yoga. Yoga is slow, yoga is boring, etc., etc. Right? And after that, and it's an exercise and all of that stuff. So after 2 months, I started seeing something in my teacher. He started seeing something in me. And what he saw was he started giving me a lot of sadhanas. Sadhanas in Sanskrit means discipline, which means, Anu goes on a diet for 21 days on a keto and doesn't break it at all. That's like a sadhana there, form of discipline largely. So I used to go on 10, 11, 21 and 40 day sadhanas. So I've gone completely Maun Vrat for 10 days. Vipassana I've done. That's easy. I did the same Maun Vrat from home for 40 days. So no music, no TV, no friends, no phone, no TV. I'm sitting inside a room meditating for 6 hours. So lockdown is fairly easy for me. For me, truly lockdown is when there is no Wi-Fi. That's truly lockdown for me. Otherwise, I think I'm fairly okay with regards to lockdown. No Wi-Fi will be terrible for me actually. So and I said, great. And I think about 1 year went by like that. When I was 18, my teacher came and told me, hey, Sarvesh, I'm going to be giving you the 5 precepts in life. Will you follow it? I said, tell me what they are. He said, no, tell me, will you follow it? I said, of course I'll follow it, no problem. So he said the 5 precepts in life were, the first one was no intoxication, which is no alcohol, no smoking, and no meat. Alcohol and smoking was easy. I'd never done it until then. Meat, I was a hardcore meat eater because I'm a Mallu. I was Kerala born. I was like, okay, fine. So that was one. Second one was no non-violence, which is non-violence through actions, thoughts, and words. I don't even remember the last time I killed a mosquito. Third one was no mental and physical stealing. Physical stealing is you physically steal. Mental stealing is, oh, Sharath has a nice watch. I want to have it. Jealousy, greed, etc. Fourth one was no lying. I can't even white lie. So if I'm late because I overslept, I'm late because I overslept, not because there was traffic on the road. Fifth one was by far the most difficult for 2 reasons. One, because of my age. 2, because of the accessibility I had, was celibacy. So I assumed all of this was for 40 days and I rhetorically told my teacher, 40 din ke liye kar denge. He said, 40 din nahi, 7 saal. I'm like, wait, 7 saal meaning 7 years? Isn't that like my prime time to clearly do a couple of the things, if not all? He said, it is your prime time, but not to go outside, but to go inside. So I said, okay, fine, I promised you and I'll start it. 18 to 19 and a half, I was purely doing everything to prove him wrong. Like, I'm still egoistic in nature. I'm still arrogant. I'm like, I'll beat you. I'll do everything, etc. So I'm like, okay, great. And then what happened was after 19 and a half, it became a way of life. And I'm 28 now. It's been 10 years. I've not broken any of it. And I owe everything that I've done in life towards this particular discipline that I've been following. That doesn't mean everybody needs to follow it. That's not the intention at all. I think everybody has their own way of doing stuff. And I think to each is his or her own path. What I would like to say today is largely probably touch upon 2 very important topics and probably do a quick, small exercise with all of y'all to kind of change perspectives. And if any of y'all, even, I mean, I see 54 people, even if one of y'all kind of practice it in your day-to-day life and one of y'all change, I'm happy. Because at the end of the day, my Guruji says, one person's chain will continue to go on and it'll go on from there. That kind of excites me the most. So I think the 2 things that I want to touch upon is, one is something called acceptance. And the second is something called gratitude. And if you don't accept the situation that you are in, right, nothing's going to happen. Which means what? If I'm talking about the current situation, all of us need to believe that this is the current truth and reality, right? Because I see a lot of my friends, I mean, Srikanth was kind enough, I do work on, I mean, a lot of people in the film industry, Bollywood, Tollywood, everybody are either our clients, our investors, my friends, partners, etc. For Instagram, their face is smiling. After their phone is down, they're crying, right? That is not life. If you feel like crying, please cry your heart out. There's no problem. There's absolutely no harm in crying. But you need to accept, okay, I am in this situation. I am here. And this is the truth. And how do you change the situation into gratitude is in a very simple way, right? So I request all of you all to just for a minute, close your eyes. Just close your eyes for a minute. All of you close your eyes for a minute. Yes, beautiful. Take your right hand and put it on your heart. Take your right hand and put it on your heart. Yes, and by all means, do not open your eyes. That's the only thing I request. Do not open your eyes. And as you keep hearing that you will hear right now, just keep saying it within yourself. Just keep saying it within yourself, and that's very critical. 3, 2, hold on. Hold on.
Find a calm and quiet place and sit in a comfortable position with your back straight but relaxed, hands where you choose. With your mouth closed, inhale and exhale slowly through the nose. Within each breath, notice the coolness of the inhalation and the slight warmth of the exhalation. The purpose of the breathing is to pacify the mind in preparation for the cultivation of gratitude through a process of giving thanks. Inhale.
Inhale deeply.
Exhale.
Exhale deeply with your nostril. Superb.
Thank you. Affirm sincerely within your own being the following affirmations. Today I give thanks for my friends and my family, for those I see in person and those I remember in spirit. Thank you. Today I give thanks for all the loving animals who have positively and lovingly touched my life. Thank you. Today I give thanks for the chance to be helpful, to be present, and to be kind. Thank you. Today I give thanks for this day being more about others than me. Thank you. Today I give thanks for simple conversations and opportunities to truly listen. Thank you. Today I give thanks for all the ways to learn, to grow, and to become a better person. Thank you. Today I give thanks for the simple things I often forget to give thanks for. Thank you. Today I give thanks for food, for shelter, for warmth, and for love. Thank you. And today I give thanks for my life, for being alive another day. Thank you.
Don't open your eyes. Don't open your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Inhale deeply. Inhale, 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 inhale. Hold your breath. Don't exhale. Hold your breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hands on your chest and your heart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale deeply with your nostril. Exhale, exhale. Do not exhale with your mouth. Exhale with your nostril. And hold your breath. Do not exhale. Do not inhale. Hold your breath. Rub your palms. Don't inhale. Just rub your palms. Focus on your palms. Join both your palms. Keep your hands in front of your forehead. In front of your forehead. Both your palms in Namaste position. Promise yourself to be kind with your thoughts. Bring your hands closer to your mouth. Promise yourself to be kind with your words. Bring your hand closer to your chest, your heart. Promise yourself to be kind with love. Spread this love, spread this compassion, this gratitude, and this reality that we all need to accept. Now inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Open your palms. Drop your forehead down. Look at your palms and gently open your eyes. And now again, try testing your nostril. The clearer nostril would have become clearer, and the nostril that wasn't clear would have opened up more. So we didn't launch Tesla, we didn't launch SpaceX, we didn't launch satellites, we didn't launch Chandrayaan, nothing. We did a very simple thing called breathing. That's it. Often there's a Hindi proverb, I don't know the example of it in Tamil or English. They say, Gar ki murgi dal barabar, which means we typically forget to kind of take what we often have in lives, which is right in front of us, as simple as breathing. I'm 28 years old. I'm nobody to give you advice or guidance or anything. I'm only here to share my experiences. And I'm very fortunate that I've gotten this opportunity to share my experience with all of you all. And I thank the Rotary Club of Guindy, along with Srikanth and President Sharath and everybody else, to have given me this opportunity to kind of speak and give my experience. And all I want to say is, instead of saying, sorry, I'm late, if you can change your perspective towards saying, thank you for waiting for me, your life will truly change. Very, very small change perspective, but it's a huge, huge difference. So even in an airplane, which most of us cannot go for a while, what they say is, during an emergency, wear your mask first before you even wear it. Make your son or child or loved one wear it. What does that mean? Self-care and self-love is of utmost priority. Try spending 30 minutes to an hour a day to kind of give that to yourself. I heard about the Sunday fitness sessions. Don't make it only a one-day activity. All I request you all for is to make it a daily activity. Somebody asked me how many times a week I should do yoga. My question to them was, how many times you shower a week? Fortunately, they said 7 times. So I said that many times is how many times you need to do yoga as well. Thank you so much for having me. It was a short one, but I hope the shortest ones are always the best. And I hope I didn't bore you all. I hope I could give one small lesson at least at the end of today's session. I'm happy to take questions for about 5-10 minutes if anybody has any. If not, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarvesh, Shashi. It was a very wonderful session. As you said, it is very sweet and short, but amazingly wonderful. We have our own yoga master here, Sitani. He's been practicing yoga for a very long time. And we have one guest from Alostar, Malaysia. Spotlight on Pitong, please. He has been practicing so many kinds of yoga, chair yoga, bench yoga, water yoga. I think probably you should get connected. And we also have another guest from Malaysia, Sungai Patani, Dr. Rajesh. If anyone wants to ask a question, please raise your hand so that I can unmute them. And Sarvesh, I have also a virtual memento for you, but definitely this will be framed and sent to you. In the meantime, you can ask the questions. Bala, Naresh, just check who wants to ask questions. Yeah, anybody wants to? Okay, we have Sridhar. Yeah, Sridhar, go ahead.
You're on mute, Sridhar.
It is unmuted, but we are not able to hear him. Okay, we'll go to Satya. Satya, please. Satya.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Sarvesh. It's more than a question. Thank you so much. It was very short and sweet. I'm a big advocate of saying practice gratitude. I think it's very, very heartening to listen from you, a person like you, reiterating on how much it is important to practice gratitude. That will completely change your mindset. So very, very happy. This 20-25 minutes was extraordinary. And this small activity, what you gave was very, very refreshing. I mean, it gives a different feeling within 5 minutes, and it only goes to reiterate what if you practice it every day, how a better person will be. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, we've got, again, I typically don't talk about brands here, but we have an amazing section of gratitude meditations on the Sarva app. Sarva app is available and y'all can download it, check out the gratitude meditations. We'd love feedback. And we're just trying to make a small difference in this world where whatever little bit I can do. So, yeah.
Thank you, Sarvesh. We have Sridhar.
Sridhar T, please.
Satya, your voice, you're on mute.
Sridhar ji, please unmute yourself.
கொஞ்சம் louder பேசுங்க.
Louder பேசுங்க.
Bit louder.
Thank you, Sarvesh. It was a wonderful thing, and myself and my wife practicing gratitude yoga every day. And we are finding it very convenient. And today's session is given us further. Definitely follow it.
Either can't hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, a bit louder. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
So we are practicing the gratitude yoga every day. And today's session was very interesting, and I think we will take it further. We'll just take that further. And we also wanted to know one thing from you is the Surya Namaskar. Probably, if we can, I hope it's available in the app. I would like to know a proper Surya Namaskar from your side, possible.
I think what you should do is, like I said, I always, when people ask me, who's your competitor? My answer is in the business of wellness, more the merrier. So on the app currently, we don't have a proper Surya Namaskar session. We are putting it, a lot of people are asking. However, on YouTube, if you can go, I'll probably send it over to Shrikant. There is a beautifully explained Surya Namaskar by somebody I know very well called Divya Rola. And I'll share that with you, which will get a very, very clear understanding of what Surya Namaskar is. And the 12 steps, actually, how do you follow it?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Do we have any more questions? Shiva KR Renaissance. Unmute Shiva, please.
And everybody else who's been thanking Anu, Dakshini, Prabhu, everybody, thank you so much. Raji, thank you so much. Shiva, thanks.
Thank you, Sarvesh. It was very refreshing. 25 minutes of complete inner peace was brought out. Thank you so much, and thank you, RCG team. Thank you, President Sharath. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can I? This is Shrikant. Sarvesh, I have a question. Yeah, Sarvesh, this is more on the business side of it. I just wanted to check with so much of high profile investment that is coming, there must be a lot of pressure to generate revenue through Sarva, right? So does that affect you in terms of your day-to-day activity, or is that something that just happens by itself?
No, I think, I'd probably say it slightly differently, right? My Guruji always taught me one very critical thing. As long as you're breathing, don't worry. It's a very simple statement, but very profound. And I think there is a lot, our revenues are zero. Like right now, our revenues are zero. We had all our stores are shut. Our revenues from a fairly significant number is zero. But I think life must go on. There's no point in sulking and figuring out. Like I said, I don't even think about tomorrow, right? Hard times for everybody. The world is going through a tough time. But I think the grit and positivity is what keeps me going. Like people come and ask me that, what rice do you eat? I'm like, what do you mean by that? And they're like, no, how do you get so much of energy in terms of overall? I said, but I eat a lot of pizza instead. So then they don't ask after that. So in terms of overall, I think the whole idea of revenue stroke running a business is very critical. If you're able to manage your cash flows very, very prudently, specifically over the next 18 months, right? Conserving cash would be very important. And revenues will come. If you're able to deliver a great product, revenues will come. So as a business standpoint, I follow the 6P principle, which I kind of wrote to myself. The first P is purpose, which is, are you running something purposeful for yourself? Second P is passion. Third P is potential. What potential does the market have? Fourth P is what product are you building? Fifth P is the people in your team. Sixth P is profitability. So if you're able to kind of get it in this order, profitability is bound to come. But it's largely depends on how you kind of work on it in which order. Never give up about your product. And sometimes you have to give up, right? Sometimes, things may not go really well, and you may need to take 5 steps back to go 20 steps forward. But you need to have the courage and grit to do that, and not really sulk on, oh my God, what happened? Because you're not gaining anything, right? There is no solution to your, okay, my retail studio is shut. What are you going to do? None of us can do anything about it. But I think life must go on.
Right. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm too positive sometimes to annoy people, so don't bother.
Wonderful.
I know your dad, he's also like that, because I know your dad also, he's also like that, I think.
It comes from my dad, yes.
Yeah, Sarvesh, in these times, your speech or your motivational 20-minute talk to us has really brought in a lot of positive feelings to us, so that is the purpose of having you as the first speaker meet, in pursuit of happiness. We have happiness in every small things in our life, but we fail to see that. I think we should start looking at that.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Sarvesh, I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah. You were talking about intense sadhana, yoga, you kept meditating for hours and all that. From that point where Sarvesh was, how has he traveled into a CEO of Sarva or the company which you're running currently?
Well,
what was the
I don't believe in work-life balance. I believe in work-life harmony, right? Because I can't say, oh, I'm a very, very short-tempered person at home, but at work, I love my employees. It's like, it doesn't really sit well with me, because it's work-life harmony that needs to come in, and you need to be the same person everywhere. Yes, sometimes what happens is it's not like, everything is a part of my life right now. So yoga is a part of my life. It's a lifestyle. Now you ask me how many hours I meditate. I think the whole purpose, typically people think meditation means going under a banyan tree, sitting and closing your eyes and probably becoming, enlightened. A lot of people have a misconception about enlightenment, and a lot of people have very big misconception of Buddha. Firstly, Buddha is not a person. It is a state of being. People who do yoga know it better. Buddha means fully knowledgeable. And the actual name of the person was Siddhartha Gautama, who we all see typically overall. So for me, meditation is, in simple words, means dhyan, which means awareness, which means being in the present. So for me, it still continues in whether I'm a CEO, founder, whether I start 10 other companies, yoga will be a part of my life. And I use the principles of yoga in terms of wanting to ensure that it kind of boils down in everything that I do. Right? The 5 precepts specifically, like investors really are startled when I say I've never lied. And I've got into problems because of not lying. Problem winning is backfired. I've lost investments, I've lost money, but my Guruji says if you have an option of being dishonest or jumping out of a window, please jump out of a window.
It's nice to hear.
Yeah, we have a question from Madan.
Yeah, hi Sarvesh, I have a question. Yoga is towards prevention of disease, or if somebody has any disease, will it cure? What is your take on that?
Okay, my take on it is very simple, right? I think yoga, if I have to give you a parallel question, it's like, is gym good for six-pack, or is gym good for something else? Like, towards getting a six-pack or whatever. I think yoga is largely a preventive mechanism. It is also healed people. I will not use the word cure here, because if, some people come and ask me very, very funny questions. I've had a fracture. Can the bones become together through yoga? Right? Sometimes what happens is, my dad always says, you can wake up people who are sleeping, but you can never wake up people who are acting like they're sleeping. Right? So, people who ask the second questions are literally the latter half. So to your thing of cure or prevention, I would put it under the prevention bucket first, which means it helps you lead a much more healthier lifestyle. I can't really tell you whether it will cure you from things, but it will certainly very, very strongly fasten the pace of healing. Even if you've got a broken leg and you fractured your leg, doing pranayama will heal the problem much faster, because pranayama has got to do with your nerves, your breath, your internal organs, etc., etc. Like I know, but however, in the interest of talking about yoga, I know yoga has also cured a lot of people from a lot of internal ailments. But if you ask me what bucket will I put it under, I put it under the prevention bucket.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
But every day, because alternative medicine is a long-term thing. It's not pop a pill, I'm better right now, etc. It is a continuous long-term thing.
Thank you, Sarvesh. I have my co-president, Suchitra. Would you like to have a question? Or Pitong from Malaysia, who practices yoga. Do you have a question for Sarvesh? Or our own Sitani? Okay. Pitong?
Sharath, Krish want to ask question.
Yeah, please, Krish. Go ahead, Krish.
Sarvesh, good evening. Thanks a lot for the wonderful session. Just a quick question. Your studios, you said, are all closed right now. Are you conducting any online classes, or it is only physical classes?
No. We've got a little over 3 lakh people that have downloaded the app and doing online sessions, etc. We've completed 4.6 billion minutes of live classes. So we've got a lot of stuff.
Sarvesh, for your information, Krish and his family are the complete family are marathon runners. Krish, you can say, maybe, he was talking about life.
This session is more about him, not about me.
No. I'm just talking about life, harmony and all that.
It's your day. I think it's great. I've been hearing a lot of stuff that you've been doing for schools, education, literacy, and a lot of other stuff. And I also heard the slight nudge on Madan being the treasurer, ensuring things are on right. So it's fantastic that what you guys are doing. It's not easy. I think what is another thing that you need to keep reminding yourself is all of you all are doing a fantastic job. Like, you need to keep patting yourself on the back. If you're not flexible, do yoga and pat yourself on the back and figure that piece out. Yeah.
I have not finished my question. The other question is the sessions cover meditation as well.
Pranayama meditation. Yeah, we do. It's actually funny. Pre-COVID, people never used to sit on pranayama and meditation. After COVID, they only want pranayama and meditation. So we have the physical aspect of it and pranayama and meditation. We don't have a full-fledged pranayama and meditation class.
Okay. So it is a combination of all.
I mean, if you're free to take one-on-one classes, there are private classes as well. Just that they're, of course, from a commercial standpoint, they're slightly different. But yeah, otherwise you're free to take classes.
So it works, is it? By looking at the video, people will be able to practice what you are.
Yeah, I mean, if 285,000 people are doing it, so I'm assuming something is working.
I just wanted to know the effectiveness of it.
Yeah. I mean, it really depends on you also as a person, because
of course, it 100% depends on me. But as a matter of communication,
it is working. I think it is definitely working. A lot of people are enjoying it, etc. It's definitely working.
Thank you.
Thank you, Krish. Yeah, Sarvesh, I will just share, the memento what we have, planned to give it to you in person.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's unique in the kind. So it's a first-time attempt. So generally, we used to give articles and small gifts or mementos. So this is a different kind. Just let me share it.
Sure.
Yeah. Are you able to see this, Sarvesh?
Yeah.
Okay. So it goes like this. So this is from the Rotary Foundation. A generous gift to the Rotary Foundation has been made in honor of Sarvesh Shashi by Rtn Sharath and the members of the Rotary Club of Guindy for being an inspiration to many, for having a successful vision and making your imagination into reality. So basically this photo of a girl writing, you have helped her have a good education. Gifts to the Rotary Foundation sustain vital programs which alleviate human suffering, foster greater cultural understanding, and eradicate polio worldwide.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm very
joy and happiness to you while bringing hope and peace to someone in need.
No, thank you so much. I mean, it's fantastic that you guys have done this on my behalf, and I'm very, very honored and fortunate to even have the opportunity to speak to all of you all people and answer these questions. But again, I said, I'm 28 years old. Most of your experiences are of my age. I'm not trying to say all of you all are old. I have the policy of saying get naughty after 40. So all of you all are on that stage. So don't worry about that. But I'm fortunate that I got yoga at a very young age. I met my Guruji at a very young age, and I've been managed to follow more than what anything is done, because I love to practice what I speak. I don't call it preaching, but I try to practice what I speak for sure, and I'm able to kind of follow it too. So thank you so much, the entire Rotary Club of Guindy, for actually helping the child in her education, and I'm really humbled and honored.
Thank you, Sarvesh. I just want to ask a question, not about yoga. I was just reading your bio, and I was seeing the video teaser. So I understood that you have made billions and billions. What are you going to do with that? We have a very good foundation.
I have not. They always say, right? Founders are the most poorest.
on a very later note, I was joking.
Yeah, definitely. So people ask me this question very often: what I want to do with the money once I sell out, etc. I've always said it. I want to eradicate poverty.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate the fact.
Thank you for the extra time, because I was worrying, I was told that you had to leave at 8.
Yes,
but
yes.
But you're still around at 8:21.
I have already been getting calls. I'm like, hold on, wait.
Yeah. Thank you. Please continue. It was an honor to have you here.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Take care.
Sarvesh, thanks a lot, Sarvesh. Wonderful session. Thank you,
Srikanth. Thank you, Srikanth.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Srikanth,
you
for
so
bringing him.
much.
Guys, happy to announce that we have also executed our first project for the year. Hand sanitizers stand and sanitizers was donated by past President Satish, and Sridharan, Youth Service Director, donated the same at Nalam Hospital. Let me share a photograph of that. So this is it. Thank you, past President Satish. And apparently Satish is also chairman of Bodhi, and our club is also going to be one of the lead clubs in his project ELO for convalescent plasma therapy. Satish, are you there?
Just join.
Yes, Satish ji.
Yeah, Satish.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for the donation, Satish.
Thank you for the donation. Okay. I will update that project yellow.
Yeah, please.
Detail later. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, guys. Now we have another interesting session by past President Sridhar V. Are you there, Sridhar? Spotlight on him.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. He's going to ask you a question. Know your club. KNOW. It is not NO. It is KNOW.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Sridhar, it's all yours.
Yeah, friends. This is just about our projects. So, like Sharath has been telling that he's going to go with Venu to Alatur. So we have a lot of people are hearing about that. So the question is on Alatur. You see an image in front of you. So it's a signature project of hospital block. The question is, who is MV Devarajan? The building says Rotary Club of Guindy, MV Devarajan Memorial Block. So who is MV Devarajan? So can you all type it in the chat box, please? Yeah, can you all type it in the chat box?
Yeah. Okay, I'll stop sharing.
Any other answers?
ஒரே ஆன்சர் தான் இருக்க முடியாது.
அது உங்களுக்கு தெரியும்.
ஐயா, only one answer. Rajkumar.
Okay. So these are the new members who are with us, and we have many of them who have possibly not even visited Alathur so far. So this hospital is in memory of MV Devarajan, of Rtn Rajkumar Devarajan. He is also founder of Sriram Educational Trust. This time also we did a relief box project from his premises. So this project, how it evolved, it's a good history, and now to evolve, how a project in Rotary is evolved. It's a good example. Like there's an NGO called Udavum Nanbargal, represented by Sarathi. He's quite a nice guy and a very soft. So we already, RCG was already doing a project called Hoina there, and we were donating food and rice and other things to these people at Alathur. So during one of the visit by our team, Venuji and Neil and all the people to Alathur, they were discussing. This place already had a small clinic, facility with some 2 consultation room, 1 procedure room, some inpatient beds. They also had a small pharmacy. So it was covering all the people near the nearby villages. So when asked what we can do more, Sarathi came up with a thing that we can always do better, provided a building is there. So the then past president Neelakantan got this idea, and it stuck to him that why not construct a building. And luckily for him, Rotarian Devarajan came forward by donating about 12 lakhs for the building project, and this project was evolved. So it was constructed, possibly if Neil is there, he can also come. It was, the project was announced in his installation, and in September 2013, this Bhumi Puja was laid for this building. And of course, after all due approvals from everybody, the panchayat and team and all, as per all Rotary norms, and in between we had also done a due diligence with Sarathi. We found him very genuine person. And with the help of Motish and his construction team, the building was done, and it was inaugurated on April 8th, 2014 on Rotary Neil's GOV by then District Governor AP Khanna. This was to be a multi-speciality clinic with a dental unit, a ophthalmic unit, and a cardiology. So 3 different units. Over the years, one of the major activity was done during past President T. Sridhar's period, when lot of equipments worth more than 4 to 5 lakhs were provided to the hospital. One doctor, Uday Raja, he gave his dental chair to donated his dental chair since he was upgrading to another chair, and many lab equipment. During my tenure, one of our then member donated a lot of spectacles to the clinic, and over a period of time, now the hospital is a full-fledged polyclinic. Like, so every week, twice in a week, the doctors, be it a dentist or ophthalmic or a cardiology, visit and give consultation to the patients nearby, and it's been great community service. And year over year, RCG has been contributing to the hospital. Like last year, we gave some medicines, we gave some lab equipment in a district grant, and so on. So every year, it's been a regular, and rightly said, it is our signature project. So and it's good that Sharath is taking immediate steps to take it to the next level of this signature project. So this is one of the highlight, which is how Rotary changes life in the community. It's a small sparkle that evolved. That why not construct a building? Just by visiting there. So the projects don't happen overnight. It doesn't come by, but somebody goes there, gets involved, see the involvement of the local community there, and the project comes, and it is taking shape very well. And today, every RCGN should visit this place to see the changes which we have done. Today we are doing the tree plantation there. We are giving street lighting there. We are giving, in fact, the schools, the classroom there is fully given a smart classroom. We are given street lamps there. So you name it, the entire village is developing. Now they are doing the IAS training coaching. So the Sardi is one person which, with whom we have got a good engagement and which is helping the community. So friends, so whenever you get a chance, please, whenever President asks if there's a project coming up in Alatur, please do visit Alatur, get yourself familiarized and, be a part of the community development. That's what we are in Rotary.
Thank you, Past President Sridhar. The idea of this initiative was to make the members aware that generally people we have our club strength grow by double in the last 4 years. A lot of club members might be knowing about only projects in the last 4 years. So the attempt to also know our history and the rich history we have and the past presidents who have done wonderful things for our club. Thank you. Now, can I request Bala to make the secretary announcements?
Yes, thank you, President Sharath. That was one splendid session today, and it's now time for me to do my duty and present the secretary announcements. Prana Anat Sunil Khatri celebrates her birthday on 17th July, and Shaji and Shubha too celebrate their wedding anniversary on the same day. Now, moving on to the vote of thanks. It's my pleasure to thank the President Sharath, Trainer Kadir, and Club Secretary Director Krithika Madhu for organizing such a wonderful evening, and Rotarian Srikanth for the great speaker. Thank you, Mr. Shashi, for all the information you shared with us and the fun way in which you shared them. Acceptance of the situation and changing it to gratitude. It's one of the best things we could learn. I am sure RCGNs and their family will take back a lot more than what they started the evening with. Thanks to Naresh for handling the technical part of today's session. And thank you all RCGNs, RCG family, Rotarians from other clubs and invited members for being a part of this session and setting the tone for the rest of the year. My special thanks to Shashi from our sister club Grand Bay and P. Tong from Olostar for joining us today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and Bala, we also had Dr. Rajesh from Sungai Patani.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Sungai Patani.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, that's for the day. Request all of you to please rise for the national anthem.
Okay. Let me share it, please. Does anyone have it on their laptop?
Otherwise, we can sing together.
Yes, we can sing together. That is more better.
Please.
Yeah. Let's start it. Yeah.
Uchala jala sikaranga tava shubha name jahe tava shubha ashish mahe gahe tava jaya gata janahana mangaladayaka jaya he bharat bhagya vidhata jaya he Jaya he, Jaya he, Jaya he.
Thank you so much. I now request the President to adjourn the meeting.
The first weekly speaker meet of Rotary Club of Guindy is adjourned. And now the floor is open for fellowship. Guys, you can stay back and let's have some discussions and some fun. Thank you, guys. I'm stopping the recording.
Congratulations, President, for successful first speaker meet.
Thank you, trainer. Thank you, trainer. Friends,
Congrats, Sharath. Wonderful meeting. I think great speaker to have in our first session.
Yeah, we had a good response. I mean, 58 or 59, I believe. Yeah, it's good.
58, yeah.
58.
It's a good response for a first mate. It's a very good response. Probably will slowly reach to 75 to 80, something like that. So we need to really bring good speakers. And yeah.
Actually, Kadir, today what happened is we have a clash of meetings at the district as well.
Oh,
that is why we have
most of the so co-secretaries could most of them not able to attend today.
We have installations, lot of
otherwise. Yeah. Otherwise, we would have easily crossed 100 today.
Yeah. Club secretary, club service secretary. Make sure we are reaching 100 then next week.
Definitely. Right. Actually, our program is much ahead. We fixed the date much ahead. And we, in fact, zeroed in on the speaker and we finalized everything. After which this district meeting was announced. So we couldn't change the date.
Continue our program because I mean the district have programs continuously, so we can't wait for them to finish it up. So first up, yeah.
So even the district, they have the first speaker meeting today.
Oh, okay. Good.
Club service, open the bottle.
President sonna open பண்ணிடா
Everyone is saying bye to everyone.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for reigniting for intro Kelly. Yeah.
Thank you. It was very good joining with all of you. And maybe we'll meet again for another one international night with the All-Star Rotarians. I'm trying to arrange that one night. We will have fellowship with our Guindy Rotarians. And I think our team, maybe what we have been doing during the COVID time, the last two. But today's speakers, I enjoy very much. And gratitude was one of the meditation which I have been practicing as well. I think it's really, we should also thank ourselves for keeping our responsibility of keeping faith and sharing with everyone. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pintang.
Thank you so much for joining
regards to your club members.
Okay, see you next
Convey our
time.
regards to your club members.
Okay.
We are love to all other Rotarians.
Okay. In fact, we intend to come to your installation. All of us are preparing. There was about 10 or 15 of us. But all this COVID season and everything, we have to. Yeah.
Thank you, Peter.
Catch up.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, guys, we are left with 13. So back to home, back to dinner.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Good night, club service. Good night, guys.
Thank you, Secretary. Thank you, Club Service Director. Thank you, Vocational. Thank you, Krish.
Thank you.
Naresh.
Thank you all.
Venuji.
Thank you.
Ramnathan. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good job, President.
Thank you, Naresh. Bye. Thank you, Naresh. Bye.
Sharath, it's still showing as recording.
Yeah, it is recording.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you're going to stop.
Yeah. But the conversation was so interesting, I failed to do that.
That's okay. You can edit it later.
Yeah, I will.
Bye.
Okay. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Ramesh. Bye.
Yeah. Bye, Sharath. Bye.
Bye. Naresh, you're on mute. Bye.